Yeah, I got dress coded again.
What are you doing?
I came here and started writing, so that's good.
What are you writing?
Just a paper from my English class. You know, English work or whatever.
What's it over?
I don't really know. I think like black people and like their hair or something like that. I don't really know. It's like dress codes too. I don't know. What?
Well, like, didn't you just get dress coded?
Yeah.
And you're quite literally black.
So
it's literally a paper that you can write about yourself.
I mean, I guess. I could write about how like the clothes we wear or something. I don't really know.
You're such an idiot. Here, let me show you. Let me teach you. So, did you know that the first dress code was made in 1969?
That is so long ago.
And you'd think there'd be some major changes, right?
Right? Wrong!
Starting with the first dress code implemented in 1969 from the landmark case of Tinker versus Des Moines Independent School District. It was created in response to the Des Moines ISD making students remove black armbands that were worn as a protest for the Vietnam War. Students felt they needed to silently protest the Vietnam War, although facing consequences from their principal, who believed that the silent protest would be harmful to the educational environment or disrupt the learning process from other students. Why would the school do something like that? I mean, they're just trying to be little activists. Exactly. Due to dress codes, many students, and not just black students, were wrongly suspended due to a stupid rule. I always knew dress codes were stupid, but that's just much. A 13-year-old girl by the name of Mary Beth Tinker believed that it was unconstitutional to bar students from expressing their beliefs. And in a 7-2 vote, Tinker's case won, making headway for student freedoms in schools. Man, I'm glad they got that figured out. But what does it have to do with hair? You don't even know. When 2 black girls in a charter school in Boston were told their hair was distracting, it opened a can of worms that changed the outlook on dress codes and discrimination. When Maya and Deanna Cook from Boston, Massachusetts turned 16, they asked their parents, Aaron and Colleen Cook, if they could have box braids put into their hair. And as the loving and supportive parents they were, they happily allowed their daughters to get the braids put in. Colleen stated that she loved that her daughters wanted to connect with their black heritage by getting different Afrocentric hairstyles. I mean, why not? Box braids are sick. However, when going to school in the following weeks, the 2 girls were pulled from their classes and told their hair didn't fit the dress code and needed to be fixed immediately. At their school, Mystic Valley Regional Charter School, it is against the dress code for students to have hair extensions because it's distracting from the educational environment. For a bit of context, when African American girls have their hair put into box braids, it's usually braided with extensions to make their hair appear longer. Since this is most likely what the 2 girls did, they did violate the dress code. Okay, ain't no reason they needed to take their hair out. What's so wrong with it anyways? Bruh, shh, be quiet. When Aaron and Colleen came to the school's administration offices, they were told their daughter's hair needed to be fixed for them to engage in extracurriculars, attend prom, and to not risk suspension. It has also been noted that many black students at Mystic Valley were pulled from their classes and reprimanded due to their hair being in violation of the school's dress code. The school even went to lengths as far as forcing a female student to relax and chemically straighten her hair. Say what? That's wild.
No, I don't think you understand. I'm disgusted.
As to get their daughters out of trouble, the parents brought the school's yearbook in to show the various girls of white descent that had extensions placed into their hair with their hair being dyed, which is a clear violation of the school's dress code. To this, the school said those girls' hair was less noticeable and not as obvious as their own daughters. Not as noticeable as white folk? Racist. Okay, you better let them know. That's quite literally a civil rights violation. It's so unfair.
See, that's what you can write your paper about. School dress codes that don't promote natural hair can be harmful to African American students. And like, bro, our hair is supposed to be a symbol of prosperity, not like ghetto-ness and like ghetto fabulous. And I mean, like, this is happening in a school. And not just one school. This is happening all around us, like everywhere. Even here in Texas.
Stop. You're lying to me.
No, I'm not. Hold on, here. Take a look at this.
Black Texas teen told to cut dreadlocks to walk at graduation.
Yeah. And you know what makes it worse? His hair holds heritage. It holds history. And they're trying to erase it just so he can walk the stage.
If schools didn't dress code because of people's hair, like half of these problems wouldn't happen. I mean, like, if schools just updated their dress codes, maybe it would even make students feel more comfortable. They can like be their authentic self and everything. Like, oh my gosh. I mean, I guess there's nothing we can really do.
But there is.
What's that?
Bro, I don't know.
The Crown Coalition, in partnership with Dove, has created the Crown Act. This act is currently underway and being passed all around the United States. CROWN stands for Creating a Respectful and Open World for Natural Hair. The Crown Coalition hopes to eliminate hair discrimination in the workplace and in schools. Their website hosts many places where you can find information about the Crown Act, such as information about representatives, studies done on African American women of all ages, and even a place to sign a petition to pass the Crown Act nationwide.
Wow, that sounds cool. I think I'm gonna sign it.